Welcome to another episode of Auntie's Couch. I'm Sachet Watson Price, also known as Auntie, who's visiting us today. Hey. So exciting. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. This is the very first episode of Auntie's Couch, and I am super excited because we have with us today Miss Nailah Woods, who not only is she our featured scholar cousin of the week, she's on our production team, so it's extra special. So Nailah, just tell me and your scholar cousins about yourself.
So my name is Nailah Woods. I am from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Whoop,
I'm from the east side too, so
Period.
There goes that. I'm a sports media major with a minor in psychology. Psychology.
Yeah, well, pour one out. Responsibly.
Yes. And my involvement at IU, I am a Auntie's Couch producer. You see me, freshman rep. Bloom at IU, social media chair. IUS TV media team, and IUS TV sports as well.
Got it. So a lot of media in your involvement. What drew you to media?
So I was a little 8th grader, wasn't that good at sports, I'll be honest about that one.
Well,
and my dad was like, well, you're not going to be a manager, so we got to figure it out. So we figured it out, picked up a camera, and I've been filming for 5 years.
I think that is so cool.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you blow up, when you get on ESPN, don't forget about your auntie and your cousins. You know, shout us out. I do take PayPal and Venmo, so I'm excited about that. Well, I'm just really excited for the opportunity to start this podcast because I think it's really important that we preserve the stories of our scholars, right? And so we're going to hear all about Nailah today. But just as a reminder for folks that if you watch or listen to this podcast and you fill out the podcast form on the Canvas page, this will count as a program requirement for y'all. So it does pay to listen and watch. But I also hope that you all are interested in your fellow scholars because they want to share their stories. So we're super duper excited. So each episode of Auntie's Couch, we're going to really go around my living room and do some things. So this particular segment is the games closet. And what I have picked out today is the game that I'm going to play, This or That. So we are going to play This or That with Nailah. And do you want this rapid fire? What do you want to do? You know,
I feel like we kind of got to talk about why.
Talk about why. Okay, so my first question for you then is, do you prefer a night out or a night in?
This one really depends on how I feel, honestly.
That's fair.
I get overstimulated on nights out.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't. And sometimes I'm jiggling in the middle of the circle.
That's fair.
Other times I'm on the wall.
Scholars are well-rounded. So
but
I can't say that when I was a scholar that those things also may have been happening for me.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I can jiggle at home.
Facts.
And blow up on TikTok.
And that's a thing that was not a thing when I was in school. Like, I was here during the Obama years. TikTok wasn't a thing just yet.
Could have blew up on Facebook.
They weren't paying for views.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I feel like when I was your age, it was a night out. Now, Auntie likes a night in.
Yeah.
You know, cozy, watching Call the Midwife on Netflix. You know?
Yeah.
And I get the overstimulation thing too.
I'd probably pick night in, honestly.
Night in.
Yeah.
That's you. Okay. Well, I mean, you can make money from your room now, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's a great thing. I like an innovative woman. All right. So, camera question, this or that, and you got it, girl, because I just use my iPhone camera and pray for the best. Autofocus or manual?
Manual.
Okay, tell me why.
Manual, I just feel like it's easier. Like, everyone always talks about how manual is not easier. It's so much easier. Like, autofocus, it gets out of focus, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I missed that clip.
Okay,
but it's like,
I see.
Manual, you just kind of got to know about your camera more.
Yeah, I feel like that would take some skill, like some developed skill to do it in manual. It's kind of like
Just
people,
a little bit.
like people who could drive a stick shift, like not me though, but like, you know,
Me either.
some people, you know, they really know a car. You know what? I can see that. I can see that. Okay, we're getting to some snack time. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
So, neither.
Okay.
Hot take.
Hot take. No, are you allergic? Because that's not a hot take if you're
No.
allergic to peanuts.
See,
please consult your physician.
See, I like peanut butter in ice cream.
Oh.
I don't really like peanut butter outside of ice cream.
Like by itself.
Yeah, it's not really. I don't like peanut butter
ice
jelly.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't like peanut butter jelly?
That's not me.
Wow. Okay.
That's not
okay.
me. I was always like the kid who ate mac and
can't
cheese.
relate. I mean, I got
A
mac
lot
and
of
cheese kids
Velveeta.
at home,
A lot of
but they
Velveeta
also
mac
eat
and
peanut
cheese.
butter and jelly. Okay.
It just never happened. But peanut butter ice cream is good. You know, if you go to.
Do you have a favorite like a favorite brand of peanut butter ice cream, or like what does it have to have in it for
My
Nailah to
favorite
enjoy?
one. So at home in Indianapolis, I work at an ice cream shop, so I know a lot about ice cream.
Okay.
My favorite one is peanut butter dump, and it has Reese's, Kit Kats, peanut butter, and Oreos.
Okay. So there's a peanut butter chocolate theme though. It's not just peanut butter and ice cream. 'Cause honestly, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I really, when I heard you say that, I was like, just peanut butter and ice cream. I don't know how that would feel in my mouth.
Yeah.
But when you said that, I'm like, oh, for folks who like
It's more like
Reese's,
peanut butter flavor.
peanut butter flavor.
Yeah.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're not bringing that to the charcuterie board party, peanut butter.
I'm actually bringing the charcuterie board.
You're just the board.
No, like the cheese.
Oh, the
pepperoni.
traditional.
Yeah.
But you know they have those new boards now. Like the people have a charcuterie board party, but it's like everything but charcuterie board. Like, have y'all seen what I'm talking
I've
about?
seen. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like
That's not me, though.
your peers have heard of that too. That's not you.
No.
What you saying?
Not me.
Cool beans. It's smooth peanut butter for me. I like honey peanut butter. I'm also
I haven't tried that.
I'm
Maybe I should.
maybe you should.
Maybe I should.
Listen. You try the honey, get back to me. We'll let them know how you felt about it because now I'm also nosy.
Yeah.
I just am. But I do like smooth peanut butter, and I am a brand snob. I do like only Peter Pan peanut butter or the Peanut Butter and Co. peanut butter because I have a white chocolate peanut butter that is phenomenal with an apple. First of all, don't judge me. Just a little scoop with an apple. Look, we're gonna move on, but all right. Ooh, this is a good one. I like this question. Okay, moving into sports, which is your arena.
Yes.
You like my pun? Football or basketball?
Filming wise, I would say football
Ooh,
over
okay.
basketball. Only because it's slower, and I feel like it's so much easier for them to like aura farm. Don't know if you know what that is.
I'm learning.
But they're gonna understand what that means.
Oh, I trust.
Yeah.
Our scholars are super smart. So
Basketball, I love to watch. My
Fair.
problem is I grew up with a basketball coach, so I get 2 into basketball.
So does it make it hard to film because you're like focused on what's happening as opposed to
like
being behind
I
the camera?
forget to record
I
sometimes.
see. No, I could see how that could be
Yeah.
difficult. Tell me a favorite football moment that you've gotten to record.
Probably when I went to state in high school
Okay.
3 times.
Oh,
Yeah. I would say the best one's probably my second one though.
got it. Okay.
Definitely my second one. Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, I love that about you.
Yeah.
I think it depends. I think for basketball, I like college, but actually, no, I like both is my answer.
Another hot take. I don't watch sports unless it's college or the finals.
I think for some people that will be a hot take.
That is
it's
a
not
hot
a hot
take.
take for me.
It's boring. I'm sorry.
So I've spent for students who do or don't know my story, is irrelevant right now. It's a podcast, so I'm talking. I've spent the last 14 years working in higher education, and then the 4 years before that, like as an active undergraduate student. So the last 18 years of my life, I've been on a college setting. So I do have an immense bias to college sports because I know that they're student athletes and I love and serve students. I also appreciate even with this NIL era,
I actually love NIL.
I think it's great. I don't have an issue with it, but I think that because there's still an amateur aspect of college sports, which is why I also like the Olympics. Shout out, they're coming in February. But I really like that. I just like hearing student stories. And I think college sports are more accessible, I think, sometimes than pro sports. Because you end up falling in love with players as opposed to teams. And I guess I could see that in this like NIL world, right? But I don't know. I like college sports. I don't think that's a hot take. It might be for some of your scholar cousins, but I don't think that's a hot take. So.
I hope it's not.
Well, I mean, if it is, then we could be hot then. That's what I feel.
I guess so.
This is a crazy question, and I will be having a conversation with my production team after. Drake or Kendrick?
Okay.
I'm gonna sit back. You're the guest, and I'm not gonna say anything right now.
Okay. So, statistically speaking, on my Apple Music for last year's replay, Drake somehow came over top. But in my opinion, personally, I'm choosing Kendrick. And that's just because, but also I kind of overplayed Nokia. It was a moment for me in the summer.
Okay.
So Drake got up there, but if it was up to me, he wouldn't have been up there.
One, thank you for sharing. And, if you come on Auntie's couch, you should feel comfortable to be yourself. Yeah. I want you to be yourself, but I do have questions as a host. Number one, you're saying if it was up to you, right? But are you the only person that listens to your Apple Music?
See, and that's the other thing. Nokia went platinum in my ride. Right. That kind of overtook
everything else.
It's like when you play one song on repeat over and over and over,
and
then it's like, oh yeah, this is your top song, but it was only my top song for a month.
Got it.
Yeah.
But ultimately you're choosing Kendrick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easily, actually.
Okay.
Every single album I know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I enjoy Kendrick Lamar. The clear choice for me is Kendrick, but I used to be actually a Drake stan. Like Drake came out heavy when I was in college. Like, you know what I mean? Like that mixtape. It was 2008. Don't do that.
Drake stan though?
I was, yes.
Okay.
Till like 2016, 2017. And unfortunately, I do think some of the allegations Kendrick has made are a little true. And for me, I was off Drake when he was texting Millie Bobby Brown. Shout out to Stranger Things. So I wasn't surprised by the beef. But I think Kendrick is a better lyricist and artist. We can move on so no one sues us. All right.
Yeah, that is still a lawsuit right now.
Oh, another camera question. This or that. Canon or Sony? And I do not have a dog in the fight.
Sony.
Okay.
Yeah. Canon is just so Canon. Like, I feel like when you know cameras, you understand. Sony just moves better. It's just so much better. For video, it's better. I feel like it does pictures just as good as Canon.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to hear from the camera scholars, cousins. I want to know what y'all would pick. Again, I don't have a dog in this fight, but I'm going to trust my niece over here. My bad.
You're fine.
I'm going to trust my niece. Okay. All right. A few more. All right. So, I'm a Marvel fan. I heard you a Marvel fan a little bit. So, let's see. Now, hold on. Once again, we're going to have a production meeting. Okay. This question is telling me on the card to say Toby or Andrew as Spider-Man. This is Tom Holland erasure, but I'm going to stick to the cards. So, Toby or Andrew as Spider-Man.
And this is another hot take. Neither of them. Miles Morales.
Right.
Miles Morales.
Okay.
Miles Morales.
I love Miles as well. I do. We haven't seen him live though yet, so no one live has really played him. So are you talking about the Spider-Verse movies? You're just like,
in general.
That's just what I'm enjoying?
Yeah, like.
Okay. So you don't really care about.
I watched them.
Okay.
I would say Andrew. Toby kind of creeped me out at first.
Really? Okay.
Just a bit.
I think my age is going to show in my answer, honestly, because.
Are you going to say Toby?
out of this choices that I was given by the production team, yes, Toby is my answer. Well, and okay, let's couch it. Y'all know y'all auntie is a millennial. I'm happily, proudly 36 years old. So I was a smooth 12 when Spider-Man 1 came out. So, like, that is a Spider-Man that I grew up with, right? Versus Andrew might be a Spider-Man that you all grew up with or more familiar with. And then, of course, Tom Holland, we know. Shout out to Thomas Isaiah. But, so that's why out of these two choices that I was given, Toby. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. As y'all can see, I mean, Marvel, I got all kind of stuff back here. So, oh, is that the end of our game? I think it is. Thank you so much for playing This or That. I got to know a lot about you. And so, we'll take a little break and we'll come back. So, I'm excited for this segment of the show because I love learning, like, the quirky, the fun things about students, fun facts. Because sometimes that's how I can connect with you all. But sometimes, I don't know, I just like learning quirky things about students. And so on every episode, we're going to have a show and tell moment where our featured, your cousin, my sibling, that's going to be on the couch, is going to bring something with them. And I'm super excited for Nailah's show and tell today. So I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to let her talk about it. But show the people what you brought. I'm just so excited.
Okay. I brought a longhorn stuffed animal. It speaks. We're not going to play it.
Oh. Okay,
we're not going to play it.
It's your choice.
My friends got me this for my 16th birthday, and they recorded the message in the locker room. You can tell that it was recorded in the locker room. Yeah, the echo kind of. Yeah, but I really like longhorns. I want the really big longhorn. It's like bigger than me. I really want that one. Okay. I want the Highlander cow from Walmart.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that
the
in
pink
just a
one.
second. Yeah. Yeah.
The pink one.
Hold on. One more time.
The pink one.
That's the one she wants Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So, hopefully this episode comes out before Valentine's Day so you can get your pink one. I don't know who I'm winking at, but maybe you know who you're winking at. I don't know. It's getting weird now. So, okay. Tell me about, does he have a name? He, she, gender, they?
So never got a name. Never. This is my only stuffed animal without a name.
Okay.
And I feel like at this point, I've had him for so long. You can't give him a name.
The cow's just a cow.
He's just a cow. Yeah. And
okay.
It's okay to just be a cow. And I feel like that speaks in itself.
Yes, I love cows.
Yes, you do love cows.
Yes. So some students know it's about me, some students don't. I love cows. If I ever win the lottery, you won't know, but there will be signs. If you were to come to my house and you're like, I'm sorry, are those cows in the back? And I'm going to say, yeah, either love the cows or mind your business. Don't come over. Anyway, I love cows. Literally, I'm obsessed, particularly with mini Highland cows. There is a cow I'm obsessed with right now on TikTok, Knopfzinger Ranch. Her name is Mabel. Mabel has a tragic backstory. So fun fact that I did not, it's not a fun fact actually. It's a sad, quirky fact. But, and cows aren't the only ones that do this, but sometimes mother cows, if it's their first calf, they may not know what to do and they'll actually try to like the calf. And so like, I'm sorry. And so Mabel survived because the people like saved her from her mom, and she's thriving now. Mabel's so funny. She's the cutest little cow. But like I learned that and I was like, wow, like that's a lot. And it's funny because I have a friend who went here for undergrad and grew up on a farm, and her dad just retired being the mayor where I live. And he's like, yeah, I want to go back to having a cow farm. And I told my friend, your dad has an automatic ranch hand. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to cows. I'm a dog mom, but I will learn. Because cows pretty much are dogs with hooves, in my opinion. They're the same. They love you. You can pet them. They come when you call their name. They're lovable. You don't seem to feel the same way I do. I love cows.
One can eat grass and one can't.
Fun fact, my dog, Bucky, does eat grass. He has eaten grass since he was a puppy, and he's a cow and dog form. He goes out in the back like a salad bar.
I like salad. I love salad, actually.
I also love salad.
Yeah, I go to Mother Bear's. Please bleep that out, so, because this is not sponsored. But go
We can
there,
just say we're not sponsored.
get a salad.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the goldfish on my salad. I'm sorry.
I love the goldfish.
That makes
on
me
the
a bad
salad.
Hoosier. I know, but
Yeah.
okay. I love this. So you like Longhorns?
Yes.
You like Highland cows?
Regular cows, not so much, though.
Wow.
Not so much.
That's how we get ice cream.
I'm more
And
of
milk,
a sorbet
yogurt,
person.
cheese.
More of a sorbet person.
So do you?
But
you
I
told
do
us
love
you love
milk.
the peanut butter ice cream.
I
We
said
can
if I
discuss that
had
off
if I
camera.
had to choose,
If you had to
peanut
choose,
butter,
okay, that's fair. Correct
Yeah.
me. I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
fair.
wouldn't be my first choice though.
No, that's okay. Understandable. But you don't eat any dairy.
No, I do.
So we need dairy.
I just
love
wouldn't go
cows.
and hug a cow. I would hug
Okay.
a longhorn before I hug a cow. I would probably hug a bison before I hug a cow.
Bisons
Mainly
are
'cause of the hygiene.
also very cute.
It's really the hygiene.
Shout out to Hoosier the Bison, but bisons are very cute.
They are.
I really enjoy that. Okay. Thank you so much. Can the cow be a featured guest? Just
Yes.
hanging out on the couch with us. I'm not going to squeeze it. You told me not to, but thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your show and tell. I really love learning that about you.
Thank you.
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
All right. Now we've reached the meat of the episode. Okay, so every scholar that comes on is also going to be asking for Auntie's advice because, as some of you all know, let me actually be able to see. As some of you all know, you've been in spaces with me, and I'll say I'll give unsolicited Auntie advice. But I think now it's time I start to give solicited Auntie advice. And so, if you end up being on the show, you can ask me any question you want, and we're going to talk about it. So, Nailah, today, what is the question that you have that you need Auntie's advice on?
What would your advice be on making more friends on campus?
Making friends on campus. This is difficult. So if you're having trouble making friends, you're not the only one. I just want to say that to you, whoever's listening and or watching. Thank you for doing so. I think that it's probably harder now to make friends than when I was in school, right? I think part of that is social media, the pandemic, I think messed with a lot of people's social skills. But it was very common when I was a student to like sit next to somebody on the first day of class and say, hi, my name is so-and-so, and then be friends with that person. And I'm not sure that that's always the best method now. But if that's your go-to and it's working for you, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I do think a lot of making friends is putting yourself out there. So, you know, are you joining any clubs? You know, some of the, I know we all hate group work. I get it. I know we hate group work, but sometimes that is an opportunity to make a new friend. While you all are working on a project, while you're working on, you know, a paper together, a presentation, things like that, you know, maybe be the person in the group to suggest, hey, like, can we just get to know each other and, you know, go to, Five Guys or, you know, some other place, Mother Bears, not sponsored, but we just love Mother Bears around here. You know, to have those types of conversations. And I think I would even say, so selfish plug, right? Hudson and Holland, we put on events, and sometimes we put on like community events like bingo, trivia, stuff like that. And so we create those events for scholars to meet other scholars. So I think, you know, our audience, right, is other Hudson and Holland scholars, your scholar cousins. And I think those are also places to do that. But making friends and keeping friends can be hard and difficult. So I don't want to diminish that, because I think at the core of who we are as people, like, we want companionship. Like, that's a very natural human emotion. And then maybe, you know, some of the other things I would say is go to some of the artsy-fartsy stuff. That is not shade to my Jacobs and Eskenazi majors at all, because for some people who don't know, I worked in Jacobs and Eskenazi before coming here. The different art shows or recitals, like things like that, like sometimes people hang out afterwards, you know, or showing up in a space consistently, right? So what does that look like? So, We have 6 culture centers on our campus, and all of our culture centers are for everybody. And so some of them have recurring events like every week that you meet up. And then sometimes it is taking that leap. If you say the same person every day, like those TikToks sometimes that I see of like how people make friends and they're walking past each other and they're on the same route every day, like there's humor in that because we know that sometimes it's true. I would say, college is going to be one of the only places where it might be socially acceptable to talk to a stranger and make a friend. And end up making lifelong friends, because I definitely made lifelong friends with strangers when I was in school. But, again, selfish plug, as director of Hudson and Holland, but also an alumna, some of my closest friends are scholars, and we met through stuff at Hudson and Holland. And so we try to create that environment for you all, but it can be intimidating. So, and another selfish plug, and I promise I'll be done with selfish plugs. But a lot of students have met other students through coming to my director's office hours. Sometimes I got like 7, 8 students here. Y'all love to come by. And please keep coming by. I love it. It's the best part of my week. So that would be what I would say. As far as making friends in college, it's difficult and it's not easy, but it is sometimes having to put yourself out there. And then I think the other piece that I would say overall around friendships is understanding that in life. So right now you're at this really cool part of your life. But then this does follow you when you leave, is that some people are seasonal. So try not to have lifelong expectations with new friends and just enjoy the season. Because the season might just be here at IU, or the season might be long term. I've met people through church and like all kind of things. I know that that's not everybody's faith background, so community spaces, intramural sports. So there's like different leagues you can join and stuff like when you get out of college. But yeah, that's what I would say to that question. So hopefully that is helpful to you. And for those watching, if you have that same question, hopefully that's helpful to you. So yeah. Thanks for being brave and asking.
No problem.
I appreciate that. So, you got your advice. Mm-hmm. I learned a little bit about the fun side of you with this or that. And our friend here, who still will remain nameless, but is joining us here. But, part of the sharing of scholar stories through this podcast is so that other people can hear kind of, about the more studious parts of you or the more ambitious parts of you too. I'm hoping that through this episode and our following episodes that students won't feel alone, or they'll be inspired or realize, oh, I need to connect because we have some of the similar interests and things like that. And so we've come to the segment called Fridge Worthy Moments. And so for this particular episode in Fridge Worthy Moments, we're going to talk about goals, right? And so, think about how when Nailah achieves the goals that she's going to share with us, it's going to go on the fridge. Kind of that A+ on a test, right? So talk to me about a short-term goal that you have that you want to hopefully achieve while you're here at IU.
Currently, my short-term goal is getting an internship with any sports team at IU. I think it's very achievable. Once all the internship links come out, I'm just going to apply to everything. So
yeah, put your name in that.
Yeah.
Do you have a team that you're like, ooh, I really want to work with this team?
On campus? I mean, of course, football.
Right.
But
that's the hot ticket right now.
Really, volleyball. I actually enjoy volleyball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've filmed a couple games.
Okay.
They're fun to watch.
Yeah, the volleyball team is very fun to watch. I encourage students to, yes, football is great, which when I was in school, well, y'all know the Cinderella story of the Hoosiers. I don't need to get into it. But football is great. Basketball is great. Both teams, men and women. But I think a lot of students miss out on those fun pieces like volleyball, soccer, swimming and diving, baseball, things like that. So I would encourage students to, experience those things. So I think it'd be really cool if you got to the volleyball team and then you could get me like courtside VIP seats.
Gotcha. Yeah.
For me specifically.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'll pull that much rank.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? All right. So, yeah, I think that's a doable goal. I'm rooting for you. Let me know what you need, and we'll move on from there. But, yeah, thank you for sharing that. So what's a long-term goal that you have, like, in your life? Like, you want to look back and say, wow, I did this really cool thing. Like what is the long-term goal for you?
The long-term goal for me is sideline reporting for the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see you doing that.
I could see it too.
Yeah, I would tune in. We need, yes. Oh, I love that. Okay, so you said, so for the NBA sideline. So, like, you want to work for ESPN?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I would like to be like a specialist going over the games, but also like interviewing players and things like that.
Yeah,
too.
like the halftime, like, okay. Yeah, and NBA, I mean, you'll be reaching up. Like, what do you
Yeah,
think?
and that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's
Most
fair.
people are taller than me.
That's true.
So
I mean, sorry. You know what? I spoke too soon.
it's okay.
I was going
I'm
to say most
5'2".
people have to reach up, but you were talking about your height, and I should have
Yeah, it's okay.
Listen, okay. That's fair. So do you have I mean, granted, players change all the time, right? NBA change all the time. But I'm thinking, like, you have this goal of wanting to be a sideline reporter, which I think is top notch, and I can't wait to see you on TV when you get successful. Do you have a player that you would love to be like, oh, man, if I had the chance to interview, like, you do? Oh, okay, I want to know. Who is it?
Definitely Tyrese Halliburton.
Period.
Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah.
I love Tyrese Halliburton.
I love Tyrese
We're
Halliburton
wishing
too.
Tyrese a full recovery so we can see him back on the court.
Yeah.
But, okay. Well, no further questions, Your Honor, because we're on the same page. Yes. Okay, cool. Honestly, had you said LeBron, I'd have been like, I don't know, sis. By the time you graduate. Not to look at the camera. Not to look at the camera. I was just trying to say, like, gently, he might not be playing by the time he gets to the NBA. But it's all good. Tyrese will probably still be playing. I hope he's still playing for the Pacers when you interview
I hope so too.
him, because I'm a Pacer fan. So I want to be
am I.
watching a game and be like, is that Nailah?
Yeah.
And then don't block my number, because I am going to text you afterwards and be like, hey, girl.
I try not to block people.
I appreciate that. I hope I'm not a person to block.
No,
but
you're not.
if I earn a block, I earn a block. You know, like, that's just kind of, that's how we should
Gotta charge it to the game.
charge it to the game, for sure. Yeah, it's a boundary you set, and we respect boundaries around here.
Yes.
So
We do.
I appreciate you sharing your goals. I think it's a vulnerable thing to do too, because it's like you're sharing a piece of yourself and who you want to be with people. So, but it's good to set goals and, dream big. Why not? Sky's the limit. Yeah.
My middle name's Sky.
Okay, we did not plan that, and I did not know that. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Did you ever think about going by Sky? Like,
Well, for my photography page, innocent plug, Sky Films on Instagram.
okay, she said
I
follow
go
her.
by it, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you do use that. Some students know that some students don't. I have done stand-up comedy in the past. I did get tips. I know I'm funny. Anyway, but I thought about, like, what if I really did pursue comedy full-time? You don't have to come to my show, because the eyebrow
I'm gonna be there,
is...
but
okay.
I'm following.
The eyebrow was... She's going to come. Okay, I thought it was shade. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm like, man, do I go by my name? Or do I have a new persona? To be determined.
May have to table that one.
Table it for another week, but I'd like to hear from y'all. What do you think?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I thought about it. I just enjoy comedy in general, whether it's, whoever.
You're pretty good at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll have a stand-up night for scholars. I'm just playing, because you want to know why? Because y'all would just stare at me or laugh, maybe at me, or like throw shade, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I appreciate that you would laugh. That means the world to me.
Yeah.
I do realize I just have millennial humor, so it might not really resonate fully, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing those goals.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you all so much for tuning into the first episode of Auntie's Couch. Before we let you go, at the end of every episode, we're going to water the plant. And so what does water the plant mean on Auntie's Couch at Auntie's house is what I'm trying to say. It is the chance for our featured scholar, future cousin, to pour some life into you. And so I'm not even going to give a prompt. I'm just going to let Nailah talk to you.
Oh, okay. So being a Hudson and Holland Scholar just means to be proud in who we are, because, you know, people want to take that away from you and things like that, but you just can't let them. Like, that's just end of the day. Just don't let them. And it's a lot easier said than done, but that's why you have a community, because everybody else here has to go through it with you, so you're not alone. And my advice is no means next opportunity.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It literally is the abbreviation for that, too.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's probably why people say that. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Nailah.
No problem.
So much. Not only just for sharing so much of yourself, for being brave and being our first guest on the show, and for all the hard work that you're going to be doing behind the scenes. So that is it for our first episode. We will have many more episodes, and we will also put out the form so that if you saw this episode and you were like, you know what, I do want to be on that little silly show, then you can apply, because we're gonna keep this going till they tell us that we can't, and then we'll do it independently. No, I'm just kidding, but maybe not. Who knows? All right. Oh, okay. Well, I will give your funny guy back to you. Thank you so much for stopping by my house and sitting on my couch.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.